fans, Nintendo fans, and especially Super Mario fans, the day has finally come. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is finally here. Yep, the old fat mustache plumber is back in the galaxy. If most of you who are familiar with the first one should feel right at home with this game. That is because most of the level designs from the first one are pretty much taken from the old counterpart. In fact, it's even more challenging, which is more pleasing to the fact because the first one was obviously a little too simple. Let me tell you, if you played the first one you thought that was easy, well, this is more of a challenge for you gamer fans looking for something more out of this one. Because let me tell you, it's a challenge unlike no other.
Well, okay, it's not as hard as Super Mario Sunshine.
So, they didn't leave too much out, but they definitely added a lot more in. Such as, they got Yoshi in for the first time. Well, unless you can count the first time you saw the planet that's shaped like Yoshi in the first game. But that doesn't really count. But in this game, you actually get Yoshi to ride. Yeah, it's about freaking time. And let me tell you, when you get Yoshi, it feels so great to have him. Because he's so helpful in this game. Let me tell you why. First off, like most of you should know, Yoshi can use his tongue to eat just about anything. And whenever you eat, usually it breaks up into a bunch of star bits, which helps a whole lot. And sometimes when you have to get past certain obstacles, like these flower things that float in the air, you use his tongue and you flip right over them. Yeah, sweet. And sometimes Yoshi even gets special abilities, like he gets the red pepper or whatever that thing is, and it helps him run faster up these steep ramps. Ooh, that must be really super hot if he's running that fast at a 90-degree angle. You can even get the inflatable Yoshi that helps you float up. But like all these costumes, they only have limited time, so you have to use them wisely, so you can't fool around so much and expect to still have them, because most of them only last for a limited time. And then you lose it. Just like the Fireball Mario and the Bee Mario. They have limited time of usage. The Fireball Mario makes a return as well as the Bee Mario and the Ghost Mario. But unfortunately for fans of the Frozen Fireball Mario, may be disappointed to find that this one costume does not make a return. I know there's a galaxy called the Shiver Burn Galaxy, which is sort of like the Freeze Flame Galaxy, but unfortunately it's not in this one. Although in this galaxy you can move the snowballs and make a platform right over the lava, which is sort of, I guess, a reference to it. And there's even new costumes for the first time in this game. Like the Cloud Mario? Yeah, jump up and make 3 clouds. But unfortunately, you're only limited to about 3. After that, they're pretty useless. Unless you get another one. You can also get the Boulder Mario and run over just about anything. There's even this one level that's, I swear to God, took me about 50 tries to get through. I'm not kidding. It's all a trial and error level right here. You have to navigate through this narrow, treacherous piece of land, and I swear to God, you have to be very precise to get through this. And man, talk about hard. When I finally got through this, really, it was such a sigh of relief that I actually beat this for the first time. Man, I don't think I'll be ever doing this again in a long time. But hell, it was fun figuring it out. Because most of these levels are hard, but at least it's so much fun once you get past them. What's really great besides the levels being hard is that you get checkpoints. Yeah, now that's fair, because most of these levels are so damn hard, is that when you finally reach a checkpoint, you can finally take the time to catch your breath. Because if you die, and you have to start over, man, would it suck. Man, at least the Nintendo designers were using their head when they actually made this game. They made a pretty damn good game, I must say. Nintendo couldn't surprise me anymore. And I said it once, and I'll say it again. Once you see that Nintendo seal of approval, you know the game's gotta be good. Because, of course, it's not only a Nintendo game, it's a Mario game! So of course it's gonna be great, and it's for the Nintendo Wii. I mean, these two were the Wii gems right here. Besides Zelda and all the other Nintendo games. So, yeah. Besides the levels being a lot harder, they made even the boss battles harder than the first one. Damn, now that's what I'm talking about, more challenges. This game steps it up to the next level that it should have. In fact, this is what the first game should have been. Well, okay, I think the first game is more of a starter game, but if you think you're game enough to actually take on this challenge, then go for it. If not, then you can pretty much forget it. If you could beat Super Mario Sunshine, I think you can pretty much beat this game. But what's different about this game as well, and what's more like Mario Sunshine, is you have to beat almost just about every level. I mean, it's not like the first Mario Galaxy, you can skip a bunch of levels and expect to beat the game. No. In the first game, you have to get 60 stars. In this game, you have to get 70. 70 damn stars. Yeah. And let me tell you, some of the levels that you have left over, the really hard challenges like the coin challenges and some of the comet challenges, they expect you to beat them in order to advance to the last level. Because at some points, you need a certain amount of stars to advance. Now, unlike the first game where you're not on that observatory with Rosalina, you're on this planet spaceship which is shaped like Mario's head. And instead of advancing through different parts of the observatory, you actually go into this map select screen, just like the original Mario. It's more of like a throwback. Speaking of throwbacks, if you want to hear about throwbacks in this game, well, they got a lot, let me tell you. In fact, there's even a throwback level to Mario 64. Yeah, you remember, Thom's Castle? Sweet. It even has the original quote he says. Yeah, who remembers that from Mario 64? And just like the first Super Mario Galaxy, they bring back some of the music from the old Mario games. Yeah, now that's what I'm talking about. Nothing like getting back to the basics, right? So I did say that they made the boss battles a lot more challenging in this game.
Well, how about the Bowser battles? Did they wimp out just like the first game? Well, yeah. I'm sorry to say, it wimps out just like the first game. I mean, God, even Bowser Jr.'s boss battles are harder, and that's his son. I mean, come on. Christ, they can make the Bowser battles a little more epic. Well, it is pretty cool at the ending scene to see Bowser all giant, and then you see the last scene where it looks like you just about beat him, and then he comes back, and yeah, it's pretty easy. It wimps out. Well, sorry to say that. That's one of the few disappointments in the game, but it's pretty minimal, if you ask me.
Although the whole level of getting to Bowser was pretty damn hard, I must say. It took me a lot of tries to get it right. So, what can I say? I can't feel cheated because of that last battle. That's my only complaint. Besides the fact that the game is a little bit too hard, but not extremely hard. It's just short of Super Mario Sunshine. So, if you want my advice, definitely get this game. It's well worth it. And even this game, beginner's game, advanced game. Yep, that's my theory on these games. So, if you want a game that's a little more for beginners, this is the one you want. If you're up for the challenge, you feel cheated that this game was too easy, then this is the next big step in the Mario Galaxy Challenge. Yep, that's all I can say. Both these two games, rockin' two-ear emotes with Wii Motion Plus is way up. It's that good. So, till next time, happy gaming.
Get over here!